The vast black of space stretched endlessly, pierced only by the cold light of distant stars. From the shadows, a massive alien fleet drifted, its ships enormous and gleaming with weapons humans had never seen. In the silent command deck of the flagship, the alien leaders observed human colonies on the edge of their sensors. "Look at them," said one commander, his voice sharp but amused. "Weak, primitive, barely capable of sustaining life. They are nothing." Another alien, older and wiser, leaned forward, frowning at the readings. "They survive somehow. It is curious. Their colonies are small, fragile, yet they resist the odds. They show courage." The first alien scoffed. "Courage does not matter in war. Strength is all that counts. They will fall the moment we arrive." Meanwhile, across light years of space, the humans went about their lives quietly. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly in small research stations and colonies, unaware they were being watched. But humans had a secret: their ingenuity. They built machines and tools from the simplest resources, finding ways to survive that no one expected. Suddenly, the alien sensors picked up strange energy spikes around Earth. The readings were erratic, pulsing like a heartbeat. The aliens blinked, confused. "What is this?" one asked, scanning and rescanning the signals. "It is unnatural." Back on Earth, human scientists monitored the situation from deep underground research labs. Their instruments had detected alien sensors sweeping across the solar system. They were cautious but not afraid. Humans had learned that fear often limited thinking, and thinking had saved them more than once. "We know they are watching," said Dr. Elena Morris, a lead scientist, her eyes fixed on the glowing screens. "But we are ready. We have ways to move without being noticed." Her assistant nodded. "They will never guess what we are planning. Even the largest sensors cannot track everything." Far above, the alien fleet shifted slightly, preparing to descend closer to Earth. They wanted to see the humans directly. Their curiosity had turned to mild annoyance. But as they moved, the sensors flickered. Readings that once showed human ships vanished abruptly. One by one, colonies and supply stations appeared to be empty, though the humans were still there, hidden in ways the aliens could not understand. Then the unthinkable happened. One small human ship, no larger than a patrol craft, vanished entirely from alien sensors. It was not destroyed. It simply disappeared. "What trick is this?" the first commander growled, his long fingers tapping nervously on the control panel. "It should be impossible. No ship can disappear from our arrays like this." The older alien's face turned pale. "Perhaps they are more dangerous than we believed. Perhaps we underestimated them." On Earth, the small ship floated silently through the void, powered by a strange new drive the aliens could not detect. Captain Marcus Lee guided it with steady hands, the blue glow of the engines reflecting off his face. He smiled faintly. Humans had learned patience. They had learned cunning. And now, the galaxy was about to see just how unpredictable they could be. "We move fast and quietly," Marcus whispered to his co-pilot. "They don't know we are here, and they won't know until it is too late." Inside the alien fleet, tension rose. The commanders sent more ships to locate the vanished human craft, scanning everything with maximum power. Yet nothing appeared. It was as if the humans had melted into the shadows of space itself. "This is unacceptable," shouted one alien officer. "We cannot allow them to evade us. They are nothing. They must not defy us." The older commander shook his head, deep lines of worry on his face. "We do not understand them. Their courage, their cunning, it is different from anything we have faced. And now, a single ship has slipped away from us. Imagine what else they might hide." Back on Earth, the scientists watched the alien fleet through indirect sensor readings. Every pulse, every movement, every flicker of alien lights was catalogued. They learned, they adapted, and they waited. Humans were patient predators in their own way, moving unseen until the perfect moment. And in the vast emptiness of space, one small human ship continued its silent journey, carrying a warning unspoken but clear: humans were awake. They were clever. And they would not bow to fear. Somewhere deep in the alien fleet, a message was sent. A message tinged with confusion and unease. "They are different. We cannot predict them. Prepare for something new." The aliens had no idea what that meant, but it was enough to make them hesitate. For the first time, they realized that what they had dismissed as weak, primitive creatures might be far more dangerous than they ever imagined. And in that moment, a single truth echoed across the void: the galaxy would never forget the humans, not now, not ever. The ship vanished completely from the alien sensors, leaving a haunting emptiness behind. The question hung in the cold of space: like a whisper no one could answer. What are the humans planning? The vanished human ship had disappeared like a ghost, leaving the alien fleet uneasy and restless. In the grand command halls of the alien flagship, towering screens flickered with sensor data and communications. The alien commanders were no longer laughing. Their curiosity had turned to caution, and caution had started to edge into fear. They evade us again, one officer growled, pacing back and forth. They are weak. They should not be able to do this. How is it possible? The older commander's eyes narrowed. Perhaps we underestimated them. They survive in ways we cannot understand. Their colonies are small, primitive, yet they act with skill and intelligence. Watch closely. Study everything. They are learning and they adapt. Meanwhile, on Earth the situation was very different. The scientists and military leaders were calm but alert. They had studied the alien fleet for months, tracking patterns, weaknesses, and energy readings. Every movement, every ship, every signal had been catalogued. Humans were preparing, not for surrender but for a challenge. In the command room of Earth's defense fleet, Admiral Lee stood before a holographic map of the solar system. They are arrogant, he said, his voice steady. They think we are weak. But arrogance is their greatest flaw. Every move they make tells us what they are capable of, and what they are not. Across the hologram, smaller human strike ships were being readied. Scientists monitored alien weapons and calculated how long it would take them to reach Earth. Engineers made rapid adjustments, tweaking engines, shields, and stealth systems. Everything was silent, invisible, and precise. Then the alien message arrived, broadcast across the void in booming, translated tones. Humans, you are weak. Submit and surrender. Resistance is pointless. The aliens expected fear, panic, or perhaps even a desperate plea for mercy. Instead, the human officers exchanged calm glances. Let them speak, Admiral Lee said. They are proud. Their pride will be their downfall. On the alien side, the message was met with laughter at first. Weak, one officer sneered. Primitive creatures begging to be destroyed. This will be easy. But the older commander was not laughing. He studied the human response carefully, his mind racing. Humans were unpredictable. Their colonies were small and scattered, yet they had already demonstrated ingenuity that defied logic. And now, one ship had vanished without trace. As the alien fleet prepared for their first minor attack, testing human defenses, small probes and strike drones sped toward the outer colonies. Each drone was armed with weapons designed to incinerate and disable human technology instantly. On Earth, the alarms sounded, but there was no panic. Human strike teams moved swiftly, coordinating across thousands of kilometers. Small colonies deployed decoys and stealth shields. Automated defense turrets and plasma cannons fired in synchronized patterns, not to destroy but to study alien reactions. Every attack, every evasion was data for humans to use. The alien drones, expecting easy victories, found themselves outmaneuvered. A small human ship darted between them, invisible to sensors, disabling one drone before vanishing again. Another drone fired blindly at a decoy, only to crash into an asteroid. Frustration rippled across the alien fleet. Impossible, one alien shouted. They are fools, yet they fight with skill. How can this be? They are not fools, the older commander replied quietly. They are learning. And learning faster than we anticipated. In the darkness of space, the vanished human ship reappeared near a supply convoy, striking swiftly and silently. Alien ships reacted, weapons fired, but the humans were gone before the first shot landed. Every move was calculated, precise, and terrifying in its unpredictability. Back on Earth, Admiral Lee observed the alien reactions. They underestimate us, he said softly. And that is why we survive. That is why we will rise. The aliens scrambled to regroup. They reinforced the probes, increased scanning power, and tried to predict human movements. But every attempt failed. Humans were already elsewhere, appearing where they were least expected. Their speed, intelligence, and cunning made them seem almost like ghosts in space. And then, from the command bridge of the flagship, the older commander issued a chilling order. Prepare for engagement. They are not what we thought. They are dangerous, and we are not ready. But it was already too late. A single small human ship, vanishing from every sensor once more, moved silently toward a critical alien outpost. The aliens had no idea what was coming, no idea that humans were about to strike in a way no one could imagine. The message of human resilience and ingenuity had been sent, not with words but with action. And across the void, a quiet, terrifying truth began to take hold in alien minds. Humans are not weak. Humans are awake, and the galaxy will never be the same. The aliens did not know it yet, but the challenge had begun, and humans were ready. The vanished human ship glided silently through the cold black of space, weaving between asteroids and debris fields with unmatched precision. Its engines emitted a faint blue glow that no alien sensor could detect. Captain Marcus Lee sat in the cockpit, eyes fixed on the holographic display in front of him. Every movement, every decision was measured, calculated. Humans were not just fighting, they were planning. "Target in sight," his co-pilot whispered, nodding toward the distant alien outpost. It was a minor base by alien standards, meant to secure supply lines and protect outer colonies. To the humans, it was an opportunity, a chance to test alien defenses and prove that they were not helpless. "Engage stealth protocol," Marcus ordered. The ship shimmered slightly, blending with the darkness of space. Alien sensors scanned the region, sending waves of energy that would have instantly detected any normal human vessel. But Marcus's ship passed undetected, a ghost among the stars. Inside the alien outpost, alarms blared. Sensors registered nothing. Yet the humans were there, unseen. "Commander, something is wrong," one alien officer shouted, his long fingers clattering across control panels. "All readings are normal. Nothing approaching, but our perimeter is breached." The older commander frowned, a cold unease spreading across his face. "Prepare weapons. Monitor every channel. They are clever and we have underestimated them once. Do not fail again." Back on the human ship, Marcus activated a series of devices designed to disable alien defenses. Pulses of electromagnetic energy struck the outpost shields, causing minor flickers in its power grid. The aliens, confident in their technology, could not understand the sudden disruptions. "They can't hold this long," Marcus said, his tone calm. "We need to strike fast, precise, and vanish before they even know what hit them." The first explosions were quiet but precise. Plasma cannons on the human ship fired, not to destroy everything, but to target critical systems. Power cores, communication arrays, and weapons control panels. Alien drones scrambled to intercept, but the humans were already gone, slipping through blind spots and leaving confusion in their wake. "Impossible," an alien officer yelled. "They hit us without warning. Our defenses, useless." The older commander's eyes were sharp. "They are learning faster than we expected. Observe carefully. This is not random. They strike with purpose." On Earth, Admiral Lee watched the attack unfold in real time through encrypted communication channels. He remained calm, his eyes tracing the movements of Marcus's ship. Every action, every evasion had been planned for weeks. Humans had turned the smallest vessel into a weapon of strategy, outthinking aliens at every turn. "They think power alone can stop us," Lee said softly to his aides. "They are wrong. Humans survive because of mind, not size. And they will teach the galaxy this lesson." The alien outpost was in chaos. Drones fired blindly at nothing, energy beams missing by kilometers. Alien soldiers scrambled inside the corridors, checking systems that no longer functioned properly. One by one, consoles went dark, communication channels went silent, and the base was crippled without a single large explosion. Marcus's ship darted back toward the asteroid field, moving faster than alien sensors could track. Behind him, the outpost struggled to regain control. "They will not stop at one attack," the older alien commander muttered, his voice low and tense. "This is just the beginning. They are testing, learning, adapting. And we cannot keep up." The small human ship reappeared near another supply convoy, striking again with precision and disappearing as quickly as it came. Every attack was calculated, every movement a message. Humans were awake and they were not helpless. In the alien fleet, tension reached new heights. The arrogance that once filled the command halls was gone, replaced by unease and fear. "They are clever," one officer admitted reluctantly. "We cannot predict them. Every strike is different." "They are more than clever," the older commander said grimly. "They are dangerous. Do not forget this. Humanity is not a species we can dismiss. Not now. Not ever." On Earth, scientists and engineers monitored the outcomes, logging every movement, every weakness revealed. "They are adapting," Dr. Elena Morris said, a small smile on her face. "Every strike teaches us something. They think they are attacking us, but in reality we are teaching them what humans can do." The vanished ship returned to Earth's orbit under stealth, docking quietly in a hidden bay. The crew moved as if nothing had happened, calm and professional. But across the galaxy, the ripple of their first strike had begun. Aliens who had once laughed at humanity were now shaken. From deep space, the alien commanders sent urgent messages trying to regroup, to understand, to anticipate human strategy. But humans had already disappeared from their sensors once again. They were ghosts, moving with intelligence, patience, and precision. And somewhere in the darkness, a silent truth spread like wildfire through the alien fleet. Humans are not weak. Humans are not predictable. Humans are awake. The first strike was complete. And it was only the beginning. The alien fleet had regrouped, their pride wounded by the first human strike. Massive warships filled the void, their weapons glowing with lethal energy, ready to crush the humans who had humiliated them. Alien commanders barked orders, their voices sharp and tense, demanding that every probe, drone, and ship find the humans and destroy them. "They cannot escape us again," one officer snapped, pacing in frustration. "We are superior in every way. Their first strike is nothing compared to what we will unleash." But the older commander shook his head slowly. "They are not like any species we have faced. Their minds, their cunning, it defies prediction. Prepare your fleets, yes, but do not underestimate them. If we do, we will regret it." Far below, Earth's surface was calm, but its orbit was alive with activity. Human engineers monitored the alien fleet, noting its every movement. Admiral Lee stood on the command bridge of the orbital flagship, his gaze steady and calculating. "They think they can overwhelm us with brute force," he said quietly. "They do not understand humans. Strength alone does not win wars. Speed, strategy, and unpredictability do." Across the solar system, small human strike ships darted like shadows among asteroids and debris, invisible to the alien sensors. Their mission was not to attack blindly but to study, to test, and to survive. Every movement they made was designed to confuse, distract, and weaken the alien fleet before a major confrontation. The aliens launched the first wave of their counterattack. Massive energy beams tore through the empty space where human ships had been detected moments before. Sensors tracked nothing. Beams struck nothing. Human vessels had vanished again, leaving only smoke and confusion behind. "Where are they?" an alien officer roared. "Every strike misses. Every sensor fails. They cannot hide from us." "They are hiding," the older commander said calmly. "But they are not weak. They are learning. Every attack we launch teaches them something. And every time they adapt faster than we anticipate." On a human strike ship, Captain Marcus Lee grinned faintly. "They think they are in control," he said. "Let them believe it. That is when we strike." Human ships used the alien overconfidence against them. Small fleets appeared suddenly in unexpected locations, disabling supply drones, sabotaging minor stations, and vanishing before the aliens could respond. In every skirmish, the humans moved faster, smarter, and with more precision than the aliens imagined possible. Alien warships began to panic. Their formation wavered, and commanders shouted frantic orders to regain control. But every new move by the humans forced them to adjust, over and over. What had started as a simple counterattack became chaos. "They are ghosts," one alien cried, staring at empty space where ships had just been. "They strike without warning, disappear without trace. How is this possible?" The older commander's eyes narrowed. "They are not ghosts," he said. "They are humans. And humans are dangerous." Meanwhile, back on Earth, Admiral Lee monitored the alien response with grim satisfaction. "Notice how they panic at the smallest disruption," he said. "They think numbers make them powerful. They do not understand human minds. We survive not because we are stronger but because we are unpredictable." The human ships coordinated like a single living organism, striking simultaneously from multiple directions. Alien weapons fired at illusions, at decoys, at empty space. And every time the aliens thought they had predicted the humans' path, a human ship appeared elsewhere, taking out a critical system or supply line. One alien fleet attempted to flank the human ships, moving toward Earth directly. But the humans had prepared for this. Using asteroid fields as cover, they struck the flank with small but precise attacks, crippling the alien ships without revealing their true positions. "This cannot continue," an alien officer shouted. "Our fleet is unmatched. They cannot keep escaping." "They are humans," the older commander replied quietly, almost to himself. "And humans survive. That is why they are here, why they endure, and why the galaxy will never forget them." In space, the humans began to draw the aliens farther from their own fleet, baiting them into traps, isolating ships, and striking where they were weakest. Every human move was calculated, every alien response predicted. And then, just as the alien fleet thought they had cornered the humans, every human ship vanished simultaneously, slipping into hidden regions of space undetectable to alien sensors. The fleet was left in chaos, unable to find a single human vessel. A chilling message spread among the alien commanders: the humans are not just surviving, they are controlling the battlefield. And they do not fight like anything we have known. Back on Earth, the scientists and engineers recorded the success silently. Every skirmish taught them something new, every alien reaction revealed weaknesses that humans could exploit in the future. Humanity was not just defending, they were preparing for something far greater. And in the cold silence of space, one truth became clear: the alien fleet had underestimated humans. They had believed that strength, size, and weapons alone would secure victory. They had been wrong. Humans were clever, adaptable, and fearless. And the next move would not just be survival, it would be the beginning of a rise no one in the galaxy could ignore. The stars themselves seemed to shimmer differently as human ships disappeared from view once more, leaving behind a trembling alien fleet and a question echoing across the void: how can humans strike with such precision, and where will they appear next? The counterattack had ended, but the war was only beginning. And the galaxy had started to realize one terrifying truth: humans were awake, humans were clever, and humans would never be stopped. The alien fleet had been humiliated more times than its commanders cared to admit. Every attempt to locate the human ships ended in failure. Every attack had been outmaneuvered. Fear began to creep into the hearts of even the most seasoned alien officers. Something about humans did not fit their understanding of the galaxy. They are not like any other species, one alien officer muttered, eyes wide as he stared at the empty space where human strike ships should have been. They are unpredictable. The older commander of the alien fleet remained calm but tense. Unpredictable, he echoed. And that makes them dangerous. We have underestimated them for far too long. Prepare reinforcements. We cannot afford more losses. Yet even as the alien fleets reorganized, the humans were already several steps ahead. Deep in the Kuiper Belt, hidden within a dense cluster of asteroids, lay something the aliens had never expected: a massive, secret human fleet. Hundreds of ships, sleek and powerful, rested in shadow, engines idle but ready. This was not a small resistance. This was humanity preparing to change the galaxy forever. Admiral Lee stood on the bridge of the flagship, watching the holographic display of the alien fleet. They believe the first strikes were isolated, he said to his aides. They think humans are small, weak, scattered. They have no idea what is waiting for them. Dr. Elena Morris, monitoring the alien sensors, added quietly, they cannot detect the fleet here. Even their most advanced scanners cannot penetrate this asteroid field. We control the battlefield even before it begins. Captain Marcus Lee's ship, the one that had already struck the outer outpost, was now acting as a forward scout. He observed the alien movements carefully, noting the patterns, weaknesses, and reactions of the enemy fleet. Every strike, every hesitation, every adjustment gave humans more data. They are more clever than I imagined, Marcus said to his co-pilot. They are slow to adapt, but they will learn, eventually. And that is when we hit. The alien fleet, unaware of the hidden human armada, continued its search, sending drones and small strike teams into space where the humans had been. Each ship that approached vanished mysteriously, leaving only empty coordinates. Confusion spread like wildfire. Alien commanders shouted orders, blaming each other for failures, but nothing worked. It is as if they are everywhere and nowhere at the same time, one officer hissed. We cannot fight ghosts. They are not ghosts, the older commander said, his voice low but firm. They are humans, and they are awake. Suddenly, the hidden human fleet activated. From behind the asteroid field, hundreds of ships emerged simultaneously, appearing where the aliens least expected them. The fleet's engines glowed bright blue, a signal that humanity was no longer hiding, it was ready to act. Alien warships panicked. Their weapons fired blindly at empty space. The humans, moving with perfect coordination, struck at critical supply lines, disabling energy relays, communication arrays, and transport ships. Every attack was precise, calculated, and devastating. The aliens had the power, but humans had the strategy. And strategy, it seemed, always won. They cannot be this organized, one alien commander gasped. Every ship moves as one. Every attack succeeds. How is this possible? From Earth, Admiral Lee observed the success calmly. They never expected this, he said. They thought they had defeated the humans with arrogance. But humans survive by thinking, by planning, by acting where the enemy least expects. Dr. Elena Morris added, a small smile on her face. This is only the beginning. Every ship we lose, every strike we make, teaches them nothing. And every time they underestimate us, they walk into a trap of our making. The alien fleet tried to retreat, but the humans were already blocking escape routes. Small squadrons moved like shadows through the gaps in space, intercepting supply ships, isolating warships, and crippling the enemy before a proper battle could even begin. This is not a fight, an alien officer admitted with fear. This is annihilation. The older commander's expression was grave. No, it is not annihilation. It is revelation. They have seen humans and they understand now that humans are not weak, humans are not predictable, and humans will never surrender. The hidden human fleet moved as one, striking simultaneously from multiple directions. Alien sensors recorded the attacks, but the humans had already vanished again, leaving destruction in their wake. Every move demonstrated intelligence, coordination, and speed far beyond alien expectation. And then came the message sent silently across the void to every alien ship in the sector. We are awake. We are ready. And the galaxy will never forget the name of humanity. A silence fell over the alien command deck. The arrogance that once filled their fleet was gone, replaced by shock, fear, and disbelief. They had believed humans were weak, primitive, and easy to destroy. But that illusion had shattered in a single coordinated revelation of strength, strategy, and cunning. Back on Earth, Admiral Lee watched the aftermath quietly. They know now, he said to his aides. The galaxy will never underestimate humans again. This is our message, and it will be remembered. The hidden fleet powered down, slipping once more into the asteroid field, invisible and untouchable. But the aliens could not forget what they had seen. Every destroyed supply line, every crippled ship, every failed attack was a lesson etched into their memory. Humans were awake. Humans were dangerous. And the galaxy would never be the same. Somewhere in the darkness of space, alien commanders whispered to each other, fear and respect mingling in their voices. They are not just surviving, they are rising. And we cannot stop them. The galaxy held its breath. Alien fleets, once proud and confident, now floated in silence, unsure of what to do next. Every failed attack, every vanished human ship, every crippled supply line had left them shaken. And deep within the shadows of space, humans were preparing for their final move. Captain Marcus Lee stood on the bridge of the flagship, eyes scanning the holographic map of the alien fleet. Hundreds of human ships, hidden for months, had taken positions across the sector. Every route, every asteroid field, every weak point in alien defenses had been marked. Humans were no longer just defending, they were ready to dominate. Admiral Lee addressed the fleet in a calm, steady voice. They think they can recover from our strikes. They think they can regroup and regain control. They are wrong. Today the galaxy will remember who controls the stars. Dr. Elena Morris monitored the alien fleet sensors, noting the chaos and confusion. They cannot hide from us any longer, she said. Every escape route is covered. Every weakness has been calculated. This is more than war, it is precision, strategy, and inevitability combined. The aliens had no idea what was coming. They assumed humanity was scattered, that humans were small, weak, and incapable of coordinating such a massive fleet. But their arrogance had blinded them. And now the humans were about to prove them wrong. The first strike came suddenly like a lightning bolt in the dark. Hundreds of human ships appeared simultaneously from the asteroid fields, moving in perfect formation. Energy beams erupted, disabling alien engines and shields before a single alien weapon could fire. Supply ships exploded, communication arrays went dark, and warships faltered. The humans were everywhere at once, striking faster than the aliens could comprehend. This cannot be, one alien officer shouted, panic rising in his voice. Our fleet, our weapons, they are useless against them. They are awake, the older alien commander said, his voice trembling with respect and fear. They are not weak. They are humans, and we underestimated them. On the human flagship, Marcus Lee smiled faintly as the alien fleets faltered. This is what they never expected, he said. Strength alone does not win a war. Strategy does. And humans are masters of strategy. Human ships moved with surgical precision, targeting command centers first, then supply lines, and finally isolated warships. Every attack was coordinated, every movement predicted, and every alien response countered. For every ship the aliens tried to move, humans had already anticipated it. Alien commanders scrambled to regroup, trying desperately to form a new line of defense. But the humans were always one step ahead. The battlefield seemed alive with human ingenuity. Ships vanished and reappeared, attacks struck from unexpected directions, and alien systems failed under the precise pressure of human strategy. "This is not just a battle," Dr. Elena Morris whispered, observing from Earth. "This is the rise of a species. They are showing the galaxy that humans cannot be ignored." In the heart of the chaos, Marcus Lee's ship led a squadron into the core of the alien command fleet. Alien weapons fired relentlessly, but the humans moved too quickly, too cleverly, striking at engines, navigation systems, and communication hubs. Within minutes, the heart of the alien fleet was crippled. The alien commanders, now panicked and desperate, realized the truth they had ignored for too long. Humans were not only clever and unpredictable, they were unstoppable. Across the galaxy, word spread among alien species. Humans had risen. They were no longer a small, primitive race at the edges of known space. They were a force of strategy, intelligence, and courage that no one could match. And on the human side, Admiral Lee addressed his fleet one last time. "Today humanity has shown the galaxy its true strength. Not through weapons alone, but through mind, patience, and unity. This is only the beginning. The stars are ours to defend, and no one will ever take that from us." The aliens began retreating, their pride shattered, their fleets broken, their confidence gone. Humans did not pursue unnecessarily. They had proven their power. They had shown the galaxy that underestimating humans was a grave mistake. In the calm that followed, the human fleet returned to hidden positions among the stars. Ships powered down, lights dimmed, and sensors quieted. Humanity had won without losing a fraction of its potential. Every move had been calculated, every action precise. And the galaxy now knew a terrifying truth. Humans were awake, humans were clever, and humans would never be forgotten. From the bridge of the flagship, Marcus Lee gazed at the stars. "We did what they thought impossible," he said softly. "We showed them that humans cannot be controlled, cannot be predicted, and cannot be defeated. This is our rise." And across the galaxy, a whisper spread among every alien fleet and colony, a whisper that carried both fear and respect. "The humans are awake, and the stars will never be the same." The rise of humanity was complete. The galaxy would remember it forever.